Let's talk about personal moral philosophy and ethical behavior. Recall that our book is using this framework, and so now our focus is going to be on personal moral philosophy and ethical behavior. Ethics are morals and values that governs actions and decisions of an individual. Moral idealism is the liberty principle, and that is the notion of rights and responsibilities are universal and not situation specific. That is, things that are ethical are always ethical, things that are unethical are always unethical, and there is no situation in which an ethical behavior or an unethical behavior might be acceptable. That's in contrast to the utilitarianism version of personal ethical behavior. And this is the difference principle. That is, we evaluate a situation and we decide what the greatest good is for the greatest number of people. It's a benefit versus cost approach to ethical behavior. But for many people, personal ethics is the ethics of convenience. That is, I'm willing to be ethical as long as it doesn't inconvenience me. And so I'm willing to wait my turn in line unless I'm in a hurry. Then I'm not going to wait in line. I'm going to line jump. And so this is the notion of ethics of convenience. There is this notion of social responsibility. Social responsibility is the idea that organizations and individuals are part of a larger society and are accountable to that society for their actions. Social responsibility is doing the right thing. Both organizations and individuals need to be socially responsible. Some examples of social responsibility for an organization. How about happy hour? You know how happy hours work? 2-for-1 drinks, and it typically are the organizations, bars will have a happy hour right after work, so you can stop for a few drinks on your way home. Is that being socially responsible? How about putting governors on automobiles? All of the big cars out there that have large engines and can go 180 or 190 miles an hour, they all typically have governors on them. That is, of course, being socially responsible. But is it socially responsible for a car manufacturer to build a car that goes 200 miles an hour and not put a governor on it? How about marketing liquor to minors? Obviously, no company says that they do this, but many companies use communication channels where many minors are the viewers. And then things like approving credit for marginal payers. This is how we got into the famous real estate bubble here in southern Nevada in 2007 that resulted in a huge recession. But it also are things like marketing credit cards to college students. There are three concepts of the notion of social responsibility. First off, organizations have a profit responsibility to their owners and shareholders. They also have a stakeholder responsibility to suppliers, distributors, employees, and their customers. That is, they need to do the right things for suppliers, distributors, employees, and consumers. And then they have a societal responsibility to look out for the greater good of society in general. Often referred to as the triple bottom line approach to ethical behavior for organizations. The triple bottom line is the recognition of the need for organizations to improve the state of people, the planet, and profit simultaneously if they are achieve sustainable long-term growth. In terms of societal responsibility, there's something called a social audit, which consists of a systematic assessment of a firm's objective, strategy, performance in terms of social responsibility. There's the triple bottom line. There's the issue, of course, of green marketing, consisting of marketing efforts to produce and promote and reclaim environmentally sensitive products. You know that that for local restaurants, this includes looking at their carbon footprint, and it's also the notion of recycling. And then, of course, there's cause marketing. This occurs when a charitable contribution of a firm are tied directly to the customer's revenues produced through the promotion of its products. Will customers switch brands for a cause? The answer is yes, if they support the cause and they can see the direct positive results to society. So, social responsibility is conducting business in a way that protects the natural environment while making economic progress. It includes things like supporting the community in which the organization does business, being a good community citizen, supporting the local economy, and paying your fair share of support for the local community. Consumer ethics and social responsibility. Think about from a consumer's perspective. Some of the ethical dilemmas that consumers have is a fraudulent return of goods, coupon fraud, shoplifting, cheating on your taxes, knowing that someone gave you too much change, being undercharged or the wrong price showing up for a product. And then, of course, the question about consumers is social responsibility, going green, recycling, water conservation, and using environmentally safe products. Ask yourself, am I really a dedicated recycler? Do I really do all the recycling that I can? The answer for many of us is no, we recycle a little, but in reality, we don't really want to spend the time and effort that is required to be a diligent recycler. Do we litter? Do we support charities and causes both with time and money? At the end of the day, the question is, are you ethical and are you socially responsible?